Welcome back again to another episode of Miniature Monday with Dr. Zom 77 here. Today we're going to be going off about basing. Just it's hard to make bases look good. Miniature doesn't really look good unless it's based. So, let's try to find some shortcuts for that and see if we can do it on a budget. Now, my foremost budget thing I want to bring out here is this stuff. Okay, AntiSlip Tape. You can get this at the Dollar Tree, so it's $1. And when you open it up, it is a giant roll of this. It's adhesive-backed traction tape, which you kind of pass by all the time, think, well, this is great for one of those help I've fallen and I can't get up scenarios, but by then it's kind of too late. You should have already put this down. Sorry, Grandma. Anyway. But it also has another purpose, and that's for basing. So, I used that to base this, and then I painted over it. It's paintable. You just pull the backing off of it, and you put right down on the base. Now, the cool thing about it, this isn't a slotted base, but the cool thing about it is if you have an old slotted base, like this, it can go right over it. So it covers up the slot, so you don't have to worry about filling it in. See, this is an example where I did that, and I just put a little bit of green on there. It's not finished, but you kind of get an idea with it. So that's kind of what we're going with. You just cut off a square. It cuts with scissors, just fine. You pull the backing off. You apply. No drying time. You can just paint on it right away, and you're good to go. That's the most, the most budget we go. Okay, and you know how many miniatures you can base for $1 with this, and you cover up the gaps, and just it's got a variety of uses. So that's kind of what I got going on there. Now, to a little bit more advanced stuff, I picked up this. It is from Happy Seppuku. I'm pretty sure I butchered the pronunciation of that. Model Works. Let's see. They have a website, happyseppuku.com. I would definitely check them out. This is just one particular style. It's just called Common Bricks. They have a bunch of other styles too. They have like grass. They have just weird arcane tiles, wooden planks. I just picked this up because they're $15 and I wanted to test it out and see how they were. It comes with some simple instructions. Texture stamps are a simple way to create professional looking bases without the high price tag. All you need is a base, a stamp, some sculpting putty, and 30 seconds. So, you basically fill, smooth, press, lacquer. Yeah, so cool. So $15 I got, and let's see here. What does this come with? Looks like 3 stamps. So this particular time I got 3 brick patterns. Okay, so essentially what we do is we get some putty together. I got some green stuff here. And I'm going to probably be needing this stuff off camera because it's going to take a while, because my green stuff I probably picked up like 5 years ago. So it might be a little bit much. But what I like about this is if you have larger bases, these are great for them. So it's, it looks like it can just be basically any size you want. If you got a really nasty cruddy base there, and you don't think there's really much hope for it, well, there is. First off, you don't know how to use paint because you can actually paint that up to make it look nice. But secondly, you can use some of this stuff and then you'll be right as rain. But oh geez, this thing's really like a chore to need. So but yeah. Oh, hey, I got an idea. Remember that Nolzur's Marvelous Minis I did the other day? Well, remember The only gripe I had about those were the base. How about we do that? How about once I get this monstrosity kneaded up and do the whole yellow and blue make green, why don't we make one of those into a base and see where we get with that? Because I'm interested to know. But I gotta see what base I want to use. Let's see here. You know, let's use that one. Yeah, one in the middle. Yeah. So let's see what I got here. It's just about green. Now the green stuff I'm using is if you're pretty new to this, it's green stuff. This particular brand is Citadel. It's old. It's expensive. I think Green Stuff World has a bunch of stuff that you can use, and it's a little bit cheaper, and you can buy like a lot more of it for about the same price. So recommend that. Definitely recommend you trying to keep this stuff in a budget. So let's take a look here. We'll just take this, smear it on this, best I can do, and then a big chunk of yellow in there because, like I said, the green stuff was a bit old. That's okay. Anything that's like a testament of the how long you can actually shelf green stuff for. Okay. Now, I do this all in one take. I don't really get into video editing, so, you know, unfortunately it gets a little bit monotonous at times, but I do it all in one take. It's just easier for me, and I can crank out more videos and all that stuff. So I got this. It's on there. It's one of the Nolzur Marvelous Minis bases. Okay, they're wafer thin. That was kind of the gripe I had with them, if you remember the video at all. And we'll just take this and we'll press it down there. Hopefully I didn't press too hard. Let's see if we can do something knocking off the camera. And we have a textured base. It's got some pretty good detail to it, and it paints up well. There's kind of a painted one. There's another painted one. You just throw some black on it, dry brush some gray, and you're good to go. So there's that. So when it comes to having these slots on them, and you want to cover up a slot, yeah, which is kind of popular if you got like maybe a plastic mini. Plastic minis are really popular with that. So you just put some masking tape on it first, which is exactly what I did here. And I'm not going to get into where you get masking tape, because if you have to ask, then you will never know. And we'll just trim the edges off that. And then let's see how much more of this I have left. I might have enough left. I have enough left to do something. This won't probably be very big, so let's try to see. We can go for somewhere shallow, so we have to put a lot of detail. Here I'm talking to myself. And so let's go for this one. So there we go. Got a slot in the back. We're covering it up with some tape. Press it down. And we got a brick pattern. So a little wrinkle there. I'll just fill that in or something. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I didn't go thick enough with the tape. Anyway, so that's what we have with that. And yeah, so basically now my stuff for the Nolzur's Magic Minis, or Marvelous Minis, they just call them Magic Minis. It's just, I don't know, such an easier word to try to say. But yeah, see, now they've got a nice base to them. And the stuff glues on it well because it's green stuff. You can use other putty. I heard Milliput works pretty good. A bit expensive. There's other putties out there though, so don't feel like you just have to use green stuff. You know, green stuff can cost a bit much, especially if you're using name brand stuff. You know, go generic. Go to greenstuffworld.com. Anyway, so and then yeah, so pretty much these are texture or base texture stamps, and from happyseppuku.com, and yeah, definitely try it. I recommend it. You know, just, I mean, you can base something like that. You know, you can almost just get a bunch of these and get some super cheap putty, and then just do a bunch of bases. And then what are these, like 1 inch by 1 inch? Or are these 1 inch by 1 inch? And you can almost just make bases with them, you know, terrain with them or something. I don't know. You know, the only limits like your imagination. So, you know, that's what I did for this. I just kind of gave the grip tape. You know, skaters, we call this grip tape. So, and that, but as far as the stamps go, I mean, you can just do this or panels like this, and then you can almost make like almost like modular, you know, pieces for putting your miniatures on, you know. So I don't know. There's some imagination to be had, and there's, you know, quite a bit of uses for it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this. If you would like, subscribe. If not, that's okay too. No pressure at all. And